This is Damon Stevens with FinWealth Builders, and today is Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. And this is a stock market analysis and update to get you prepped for the next day. So let's recap what happened today with Bitcoin, with triple Qs, and other stocks so that we can get a feel of what the market's doing, how it's helping us out here. And, earlier on Sunday, talked about having diamond hands this week. So hopefully, if you've been holding on to some good stocks, you're having some good profits this week. Just be careful because we are at market highs, and you never know if you're going to have a pullback. And we talk about it almost every single session about retracements. So just be prepared for that. Make sure you have your stops in so that you're safely trading and can lock in those profits. If you're not subscribed to FinWealth Live, please do so and like our videos and provide some feedback as well so we can continue bringing you this content on during the week. As far as the market today overall, Dow Jones was up 0.2%, Nasdaq 0.79%, and the S&P 500 was up 0.51%. So pretty well flat for the day overall. And ALF, which is has been on our radar and we've traded a few times, was on the list again today. So we'll cover that real quick here. One of the things that when these hit the radar, once they hit those scanners, typically they stay on, my list, and I just trade them, scalp them, over a period typically of either a few days or a few weeks, typically at the most, and then typically they drop off, and I focus on others that are showing more strength and volatility, which it gives us the opportunity for making money. So ALF though, you can see we had another breakout today, which was great to start at 750. And you can see that you had multiple entries in. If this stayed on your radar, it was on my list here, so it's on one of my screens. But you can see that it just tiered up, um, several times today. So you could have got in at any of these points and scalped some of this trade. And what a run! So I mean, this is just knocked out of the ballpark today. So hopefully you got a piece of that. And if you did lock in those profits, I put on the extended hours just so you can see after hitting the top here, we did back off. And then we did a little bit of retracement in after hours market. So make sure that you're careful. So if you held overnight, just be sure that you watch the morning action. See if we stay above the 50, which is kind of where we've come down to find support. And if we bounce off of that, you could possibly try for new highs again. But the market hit some new highs today, so there could be a little bit of a pullback, and it looks like it in after hours there was on ALF. So just be careful there. You can see we pulled back to this first level here. If we were pulling back again, if we break this 50, we could come down to 100, which is around $11. So that was the last breakout area right here. As you can see, it kind of flattened out and then pulled back up again. So just be careful out there on your trades if you're trading this. TRCH just dropped off. So this is on the list. We traded this a couple of days, and now it looks like it's retracing back again. So this one I'm going to take off my list just because there's other stocks I'd rather trade and watch, and we'll talk about a couple of those. That I talk about almost daily because they always provide an opportunity just almost on a daily basis for great trades. But we'll cover those here in a little bit. But let's cover Wish. So Wish has been on our list too. It's hit the scanner a few times, continues to give us good opportunities. It was dipping today, but even though it dips, you can see here on the open, you have 1443 as a high and 1292 is a low, and so you have a couple bucks, almost $1.50 at least of swings. And today, Wish really provided good scalping opportunities because you can see that after it broke down this morning and hit that 200 for support, it broke back up, went up to to resistance here at around 1380, dropped back down here to 1318, back up again and back down again. So just nice price action today. And then in the extended hours, you can see that we're coming right back up to that same level. So if it's revisiting this level, it's possible that it can break through here. And if it does break through, I should go try to retest the highs again. And you can see this, we had a big, huge breakup candle, and then a huge breakdown candle and a retracement. And so on this candle, you can see that after it broke down, the that, these peaks, every time it's tried to come up, it's retracing about 50% of that breakdown candle. And then if you see this, if it can break out through here, it's going to try to go back and try to top this out here. If it can break through the top of the candle here around $14, 14.50 is next on the market, and then up from there. So just keep an eye on that. But wish will stay on our list here as long as it continues to have some good volatility, uh, trading in a positive direction. So just hope you're taking advantage of it, and hopefully it's paying off for you. The dollar index. So the dollar index just skyrocketed, but now it's pulled back to retrace a part of it. It's back under the 200, which is positive for bringing it down, and that helps the market to continue to rally up. And usually you can always tell if you're not just a little bit of training, but if you see a candle that traces up and up and then pulls back down the same distance, that's a good indicator that the stock's going to probably pull back further. And on the reverse too, if you saw double bars at the bottom, it means the stock's breaking up back up north. So just a tidbit of information there. The VIX, you had a nice little rally up too, and it hit the 200, was rejected the 200, pulled all the way back down here to the 16 range, and that's where we want it, right down here. So that helps the market continue to drive north. You can see that's under the 200, 100, the 50. So it's staying below the moving averages, which means it's going to help to drive that down, which is going to help the market continue to build to rally. I see the SPY closed at a good support level. It broke down here and it was able to come back and fill those gaps. And now it's going to chase this candle possibly and work towards new highs here, about $3 below that. If we can break through here, the 425 level should be trying to then go to 430 would be the next level. And so we'll see if we can do that. If we fall back, then we have several support levels below to catch us, including the 20 right here at 420. So just keep an eye on that. Triple Qs, new highs today. So looking really strong, heading towards that 350 mark and then up to 354 will be the next level after that. So we'll see if it continues. The only thing that's risky is the higher it gets, further away it gets from the 5 moving average, the more likely it's going to come back and revisit it. So just be careful if you're trading the Qs. Semiconductors. It came up here. You can see we had resistance here, resistance again, and a third time resistance and a pullback. And we're right in this channel. So as long as we stay in that channel, should be good. If we break below that, and here's the 50 at 245, then we could come back and revisit lower numbers. But if we can bounce off here, we had support before. We'll see if it can hold that and rally back up. IWM, so the Russell. You can see that it had a nice pullback and a gap down, and then it just it gapped right. It's pulled right back up, and it's headed north again. So that's very bullish, and it's got it above the moving averages. So as these curl up, should try to go for new highs again, and but we will have resistance along the way. So just keep that in mind. 233.64 was this high here. You have 230.85 here as well. So both of those could be resistance as it comes back up. Dow Jones had a nice pullback, and now it's just kind of rallied up and it's below between the 100 and then the 50, but it's just kind of hovering right under that 50. So if we can break that, we can get back into a bullish trend on the Dow Jones. Gold's had obviously a good pullback here. We got to get back above the 1800 level to get back into going towards the direction of rallying back up. So gold's got some work to do. So just be careful with gold. Silver, same thing. It's above the 200 though, but it's got some work to do to try to get some energy to pull back to climb back up there to new highs. Bitcoin had a nice pullback, 41,000 down to almost 30,000. You can see it's trying to rally back up. As long as it can stay above that 34,000 tonight, I think we can possibly get above this 200 moving average again, maybe even towards the 50 moving average. And that way we can get to more of a bullish, level. But right now we're still kind of in a bearish level. We see the 5 and the 10 are curling up though, so that's a positive thing. So let's see if we can get above that 20. If not, we could possibly have a pullback, to the 32, 31 level And then if we break that, then we got 30 and 29 below that. So see what it can do. Doge is just following right along. You see it's in a little bit of a channel here. It's below most of the moving averages. So we'll just kind of monitor that and see what Bitcoin does. So at NVAX, so I told you this one's a daily. We've been scalping this one. We've been getting some good moves off it. Today was no exception. It opened up, and around the low pre-market was to 179 and it just rallied up, 194. So it's like I said, in multiple videos, this is like a Tesla for me. It continues to just show great volatility and great movements. Even if you get $5 or $6 a day, that you just kill the market. You just kill it. So really, really good stock. So Tesla wasn't as big of a range as Invertex, but still giving you, good opportunities here. 617 clear up to 628. So a good $10. We had a $10 to $20 last yesterday too. So even though it's in a tight range, it's still giving you a great opportunity to scalp this or to grab a little bit of piece every day. So hopefully you're benefiting from that as well. Amazon is up here high again too. It's not reached the peak here, but a lot of times what you'll see is these stocks rally back up and they won't quite hit the top of the last peak and then they'll pull back. So a little nervous that this might, have it started to lose its steam. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 days here where it's just kind of hovering in this little area here. And you can see when this rallied up here, you had kind of, 1, 2, 3, and then pull back. So expecting this could be there could be a more serious pullback here. So just keep an eye on that. Be careful if you're trading this one. If we can break out, above this 350, 35.54 level, I mean, we could rally to new highs, but general feeling is probably not, but I could be wrong. So just make sure you're safe, that you're locking your profits, and that'll hopefully keep you in the safe area and continue to do well in this market, because the market's definitely providing opportunity with its volatility. So stay safe out there. Again, subscribe, and that way we can continue bringing this content to you. And good luck out there, and stay safe.